Tensions are soaring across the North Atlantic as the specter of a potential annexation of Greenland by the United States looms large. This diplomatic storm erupted following a United States military operation in Venezuela and was significantly fueled by a provocative social media post from within President Donald Trump's inner circle. The Danish Prime Minister, Mette Frederiksen, reacted immediately, demanding that the United States cease what she termed as threats. The controversy ignited when Katie Miller, the wife of Stephen Miller, who serves as Deputy Chief of Staff to President Trump and is widely considered a chief ideologue within the White House, published a striking illustration. On Saturday, she posted an image on her social media platform X account depicting a map of Greenland adorned with the colors of the United States flag, emblazoned with the single word, soon. Stephen Miller is known as one of the most radical figures in the president's closest advisors, having publicly threatened Trump's opponents with destruction and declaring, "You have no idea what dragon you have unleashed." Adding to the escalating concerns, President Trump himself reaffirmed his claim to the Danish territory on Sunday. In a telephone interview with the American magazine The Atlantic, the 79-year-old indicated that the military operation in Venezuela might not be the last of its kind. When questioned about what this might mean for Greenland, President Trump responded, "They will have to see for themselves. I truly do not know," before emphatically adding, "But we need Greenland, absolutely, we need it for defense." In response, Prime Minister Frederiksen unequivocally called on the United States to halt its threats against a historic ally. She declared, "I must say this very clearly to the United States. It is absolutely absurd to say that the United States should take control of Greenland." Prior to this, Greenland's Prime Minister, Jens-Frederik Nielsen, had already criticized Miller's post as disrespectful. Nielsen stated, "The relations between nations and their populations are based on mutual respect and international law, not on symbolic gestures that disregard our status and our rights." The growing apprehension in Greenland following Washington's insinuations was further underscored by Jesper Møller Sørensen, the Danish ambassador to the United States. He responded to Miller's post on X by stating, "We expect full respect for the territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Denmark." He emphasized that Copenhagen and Washington are close allies and must continue to cooperate as such. President Trump has frequently spoken about the United States potentially asserting claims over Greenland. Such claims lack any basis in international law. Nevertheless, the Republican leader has repeatedly highlighted Greenland's significance in global power dynamics. He argues that the island possesses not only valuable mineral resources, but that its geographical location makes it a crucial geopolitical factor. Trump justifies his desired takeover of Greenland by citing United States security interests, pointing to an alleged presence of Moscow and Beijing around the geostrategically important island. Greenland, while part of the Kingdom of Denmark, enjoys extensive autonomy. The world's largest island is situated in the North Atlantic and Arctic Ocean between North America and Europe. It also lies directly in the path of a potential missile trajectory between Russia and the United States. Despite the gravity of the situation, Greenland's Prime Minister Nielsen urged calm, stating, "Our country is not for sale and our future will not be decided by posts on social media." However, Prime Minister Frederiksen also made it clear in her statement that the thinly veiled threats from Washington are being taken seriously in Greenland and Denmark. She reminded the White House that Denmark and Greenland are historical allies and, furthermore, are not for sale. The Trump administration's apparent disregard for historical obligations was recently highlighted in a security paper that garnered significant attention, particularly in Europe. The ground beneath Greenland holds valuable raw materials that have largely remained untapped. With new shipping lanes opening due to human-caused climate change, the geostrategic interest in the Arctic from the United States, China, and Russia has significantly increased. In recent months, President Trump has repeatedly threatened a United States takeover of Greenland, even hinting at the use of force. His recent appointment of a special envoy for Greenland caused outrage on the island itself, in Copenhagen and across the European Union. The reaction from Denmark has almost a pleading tone. Prime Minister Frederiksen articulated, "It makes absolutely no sense to talk about the United States needing to take over Greenland. The United States has no right to annex one of the three countries of the Danish kingdom." Yet, the actions of the second Trump administration have consistently followed a meticulously calculated plan, including in foreign policy. As Senator Marco Rubio emphasized on Sunday regarding Greenland, if Donald Trump tells you that he will do something, if he says that he will address a problem, then he means it. The global community watches closely as this unprecedented diplomatic standoff unfolds.